Fourth graders! I just realized I've been doing something so crazy and embarrassing. You know this little notebook that I hold up for you? I didn't realize that every time I hold it up, it's been backwards for you. You've been having to read backwards. But the trouble is, I have this weird, it's like my only hidden talent. I can read backwards and upside down and sideways. So sometimes when stuff is written backwards and upside down and sideways, I don't notice because my brain just handles it. Sorry for all the videos where you had to read backwards. Starting today, though, we're going to try to go forward, and I'm going to try to make it normal. Okay, here we go. Materials, you get a pencil and an essay organizer. Get that done quick. Second thing, I'm going to tell you our plan of action. 4 things. It's going to be super easy. Number 1, we're going to review what a hook is. Number 2, we're going to review how to write the hook. Number 3, we're going to actually write the hook. And then number 4, we're going to make that hook awesome. Which is not a word, which you're not going to worry about. We're just going to go with it, okay? All right, moving on. I'm going to put myself down in the corner, and we are going to fly. All right, first thing, just to review where we're at, we've got our prompt questions. They're all done. They're all up here. We've got our information all written. All we have to do is get the hook, the thesis, and the conclusion done. We're starting with the hook today. Okay, step number 1, we were going to review what a hook was. So I made you a very, very beautiful poster. A hook is to get your reader excited about your topic. It's the very first thing they're going to read, and so it needs to be exciting. Okay, guys, that was step 1 of 4. We're done with the first one. Now we're moving on to how to write a hook. Okay, we're going to go through a series of 4 questions to make sure that our hook is what it needs to be. First one, who is your reader? Is your reader a kindergartner? Is your reader just your mother? Is your reader the principal? Who's your reader? Your reader this time is other 4th graders at Antelope. That's right. You're going to be recording your essays on a Flipgrid, and other 4th graders are going to be reading them and commenting on them. So you best make sure you don't make a fool of yourself by not doing a good job. Second, you have to decide what kind of hook that you want to write. I'm going to hold this up for you. I'm going to offer you 2 options today, just 2 because 6 is too many and I just can't handle all the different options, okay? So we're just going to stick to 2. If you're a beginner and you get to decide, you're going to do a question hook. If you're an advanced writer, you're like, I love writing all the time, Mrs. Herrick. I write stories for fun. I write scripts for things, blah, blah. You're advanced. What you need to do is pause this video right now and go watch the Hook Advanced video. Stop. I'm serious. Stop. Okay, so those of you who are advanced, you're going to write a create an image one, a setting one. We'll talk about that later for those of you who are going to write the beginning one. Okay, so we are writing a question hook. Step 1, who's my reader? Other 4th graders. Step 2, what kind? We're doing a question. Step 3, remember what is the topic that we're writing about today? Okay, I'm going to show you this over here, guys. The topic that you're writing about is right here. Classifications. That's why when Mr. Dennis wrote this prompt, he called it classifications. That's what you're going to be writing about. So what you need to do is 4th thing, figure out how do I get other 4th graders interested in reading about classifications? That's what you're going to come up with. Okay, 4th graders, I'm pulling up this PDF right here. It's my essay organizer. I've got my prompt there. I've got my information there. I've got my hook and my thesis. Still empty, my conclusion empty. We're going to work just on the hook today. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that you can see it on different devices. All right, now it's time to start writing the hook. That was the 3rd thing on our plan today. We're on the 3rd out of 4 things. We are flying through this. Write the hook. Okay, I'm writing a question hook. I have to think about this, guys. You can't just start writing. You've got to think before you write. I have to ask a question that's going to get other 4th graders interested in thinking about classifications. Okay, so I'm just going to start, and then I'll revise it as I need to. Okay, I'm going to start with a did you know question, because that could like give them an interesting fact. It'll let them know they need to think. Okay, Did you know that a peacock, make sure you're writing in pencil so you can make it awesomer later. I don't know if I already said that. Peacock, mantis, shrimp, and a Christmas Island crab, red crab. Pause it if you need, like I said. Christmas Island red crab are both classified in the same group. Did you know that a peacock, mantis shrimp, and a Christmas Island red crab are both classified in the same group? Okay. I know why that's cool, but they don't. So I got to add some more energy to this. I know. How can this be? They are so different. Okay, I got my hook written down. Now, last step, we've got to make it awesomer. To make it awesomer, I've got to read it and make sure if I was a fourth grader on the other side of this, would I be interested? And I don't know anything about peacock mantis shrimps. I'm pretending. Okay, here I am, pretending to be a different fourth grader who's never learned about peacock mantis shrimps or Christmas Island red crabs. Did you know that a peacock mantis shrimp and a Christmas Island red crab are both classified in the same group? How can this be? They are so different. That's, the phrase is stupid boring. That's what that is right there. Yeah, that is not okay at all. Okay, what can I tell my reader? What adjectives, what interesting verbs can I give this that will make it more exciting without giving away my, peacock mantis shrimp. Instead of just saying a peacock mantis shrimp, I have an idea. Okay, this is why you better have used your pencil. You better have used your pencil. I'm going to give them some information about the peacock mantis shrimp. It's kind of be like mystery-ish. Let's see. Okay. Did you know that a rainbow colored shrimp that boxes and a okay, got rid of Christmas Island crab. Okay. And a, let's see, how could I describe the Christmas Island crab? I'll say red instead of rainbow. Red crab that migrates from the jungle to the ocean. I love that. Are both classified in the same group? How can this be? They are so different. Okay, guys, that's way better because now we've got them like imagining something. When we just said peacock mantis shrimp, unless they knew what that was, that doesn't mean anything to them. But all of a sudden they can imagine something. Did you know that a rainbow colored shrimp, and all of a sudden they have like a little rainbow shrimp in their head with like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, that boxes. Oh, boxes means a lot of things to people. Let's say that punches, and a red crab that migrates from the jungle to the ocean are both classified in the same group. At least now they have an image in their head. At least they can picture something and be like, wait, what? Something that lives in the jungle is the same as something that lives in the ocean? What? That's crazy. Okay. I like that. That's way better. Guys, we're going to call that good. Your hook is done. Well done. What you did is you figured out who's your reader. You figured out what kind of hook you're going to do. You're going to do a question. Then you figured out what's a topic, classification. So you asked a question about classification. And then finally, how did you get the reader really excited about that? You made it awesome. Got it? Well done. We'll see you in the next video.